All right, folks, well, welcome back to Taiwan On with Jon. In this episode, we're going to do the Mini Bucktail Intruder. So basically, this fly is half of the bucktail intruders. Here's the bucktail intruder, which has 2 stages. And then we're going to do the mini, which is just 1 stage. So stay tuned and enjoy, and we'll get some tying done. All right, so here we go with the Mini Bucktail Intruder. Really like this Veevus 140 power thread. You can really crank on it if you need to. Like always, my first move is to secure the lead eyes. And I like to make a little cradle for them to set in. In this case, we're just using a plain silver, and you can tie any of these flies with whatever color combinations or lead eye combinations you want. It's endless. Okay, we got those guys on there. I'm going to run my thread down, create a little base for my trailing wire. And there's several trailing wires you can use. In this case, I'm using 50-pound Hareline, which is hard to find. We sell a Senyo Intruder wire, which I also use, which is a coated wire. And once I get a couple wraps on there, I like to just check my spacing. I'm going to use a size 2 hook, because this is going to be a winter fly. Just make sure I got enough room to put that guy on. Looks like I got room. So now I can seal this off. I like to wrap these around the lead eyes for added security. If you don't use lead eyes on your fly and you get it good and secure on the shank, it's not going to pull off there. Never had one come off. You can zap a gap along here if you're really OCD, but you get enough turns of good heavy thread on there. That's not pulling out of it. Your line's going to break before that pulls out. Okay. So this one's real simple. Starts with the brush. So I got the blueberry Senyo Chromatic Brush. Great color. It's got a little purple in it. Blue and purple. Very cool. Do 3 turns here. Pulling it all forward as I go. These brushes have a twisted wire, so you got to really have a good heavy plier or a dike to get that. And let's just get this fluffed out. Make sure all those fibers are free to do what they do. Okay, that looks good. So in this case, I'm doing black bucktail. And I just want it to come just past where the hook. So my hook will come to about there. It's going to come just past the hook. Get that secured in there. Okay, so little flash. I love this crinkly blue flash. You can get this crinkly flash in a variety of colors. Sell at the shop. Got about 5 to 6 strands in there. Get that secured. Now we can tie in the turkey flat. Tip first. Now this is a turkey flat, but Hareline just came out with a bunch of different colored turkey flats, something we haven't had. And they call it an intruder feather prop hackle. But now we have blues and purple and a couple shades of pink and something we'd never had, so it was pretty awesome. Okay, got our turkey flat in there. And for the collar, we're going to do pink Guinea. We'll tie that in with the tip. Guinea really makes flies look cool. Adds contrast, adds a little flair. One thing I never do is tie one fly, all one color. Might be different shades, but contrast is good. Maybe that's just more for me, but I think in different light conditions, contrast is good. Flies look more lively. Guinea is like the toughest hackle to turn, and so it requires a little extra maintenance once I get this thing secured. Pull all these fibers forward. You'll never know how difficult it was to go on there. Okay, I'm going to cut this end off. Finish the head. Now if you whip finish, this is where you whip finish. I just do some half hitches. With this power thread I can really pull on it. It's hard to break. Trim it. And there we have the Mini Bucktail Intruder. And before I'm done here, because I used a longer shank, I'm just going to cut this right out of the vise. Pull all that forward. That way if I leave it in the vise, when I cut it, the end I cut off doesn't shoot across the room. There it is, a Mini Bucktail Intruder. All I have to do is put a hook on it and go fish it. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you on the next round.